Welcome in Florida State commit John Stuetzer, 2025 shortstop and outfielder from Georgia's Pope High School and 6'4". John, man, good to have you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
First of all, man, congratulations on the Florida State commitment. Happened just a few days before Thanksgiving. When did you know it was the Seminoles, and what kind of set that program apart when you were weighing your options?
Yes, sir. So the Seminoles were an early recruitment for me. So when I was playing for Pope, they reached out um, early, and then I went down to a camp and I loved it there. But then they kind of stopped for a little bit, and then they got this whole new coaching staff, and then I went down on a visit. And within the first 10 minutes, I mean, I could just feel it, like the way I sat down with Coach Link Jarrett. I could just the way he talks just compares to the men and coaches I surround myself with today. And it's just I felt it as soon as I was there. The first 10 minutes I was there, I knew I was it.
As of right now, you're the only Georgia kid in a recruiting class for the Seminoles that, I mean, unsurprisingly, is full of a lot of Florida guys. Do you kind of have plans on maybe getting us some guys here locally and seeing if you can have some other guys join you in Tallahassee?
Yes, sir, 100%. I have a couple younger kids at 6'4" that I want to get there, just studs.
I don't know how else to kind of quantify this. You don't just get it done on the diamond. You're also co-athlete of the year for Region 7 after racking up over 1,400 all-purpose yards, 20 touchdowns for the Greyhounds in football. I mean, there's nothing wrong with specializing. And for a lot of guys, like that's the right route for them. But why was that not the case for you?
I mean, so on August 1st, when the coaches could reach out, every single coach that I talked to on August 1st, I asked them if I should play football. I was actually thinking about quitting this year and focusing on baseball. And they all asked me if I do I love the game, and I said yes. I've been playing it since I was a baby. Um, so they all told me to play. They all told me that they loved it, and I don't regret it at all. I mean, I've been playing it since I've been a kid, so I just chose to just have fun with it and just do what you've always been doing.
Yeah. So did it kind of seem like they love the fact that you're an athlete as opposed to just a guy that was, just focusing on going out there and playing baseball?
100%. 100%.
Before the FSU commitment, you made your mark on a national scene at the Future Games this past summer, representing Georgia at LakePoint Sports. I mean, that team had some serious dudes on it. How did you approach that opportunity? And kind of tell me how that experience helped you ultimately getting to the point where we're talking about that D1 dream coming true for you with Florida State.
Yes, sir. So just the pressure you had when you were on there. I mean, 375 scouts there is just ridiculous. I mean, like you're playing in front of every single coach in the nation. You're when you're going up to bat, you gotta think about just be the 7-year-old you were when you fell in love with the game. Like it's just awesome. I love the pressure. I love the competitiveness. Everybody there is Power Five, D1, just great competition.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of guys that you knew on that Georgia team that maybe you hadn't played with, but you knew of. What is that like when you kind of come together and take away those lines and just are out there representing your state for the few days with that Georgia across your chest?
Yeah, I mean, I played with some of them and I played against some of them. I know they're all great talent. I mean, they were awesome. They all relate. We can all relate with each other. I mean, we were just there to compete and represent our state.
So let's get inside the game a little bit here. Both a shortstop and outfielder ripping off 60 times into the low 6.5s, got that exit velo into the mid 90s. I mean, it all just going back to that word with you screams athlete. How do you break down yourself when it comes to the overall baseball game?
I mean, I just I love playing everywhere. I mean, I don't have a lot of coaches have asked me like what do I want to play? I mean, I love center field. I love shortstop. I love second base. I mean, I just love playing everywhere. I love getting out there and just being anywhere as long as you can get me in the lineup. I love running bases. It's my favorite thing about baseball.
You get a lot of love for the energy, the competitiveness, the enthusiasm. And I think that kind of directly speaks to a mental approach to the game and a strong mental approach. Obviously, there's that mentality of being a leader and a tone setter, but, internally it can be, going up the way you go into it at bat, adjusting as in at bat goes on, trying to flush away failure when things don't go your way. How much of a focus do you personally put on the mental side of baseball?
I mean, a lot of it is just play the game. Just do what you love. You've been loving this game since 7 years old. Just do what you do. Go out there and compete. Just play against the person right in front of you.
Back in 2022, you and Pope won a state championship. You get back to the final in 2023, ultimately fall short. What was harder, winning that first one or having to defend it, knowing that you're going to get everybody's best when you step out on the field?
So actually, my freshman year, I was not on varsity, so I didn't get that first ring. So I came back my sophomore year, and I wanted it bad, but I was just playing for the seniors. I knew I had a sophomore step up, so I had to play for the seniors, and I wanted it bad, but sadly, we came up short.
So what was it like then for you? I mean, these guys are kind of feeling this pressure of, every time they know that they got that target on their back. Did you kind of not have to worry about that? Did you feel it when you were going through it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to worry because I knew I was like just a sophomore having to step up. But towards the end, I was the lead off, so I knew I had some pressure on me. But I did it all season, and I knew I had the boys to back me up, and I knew everybody was on my side, so I just played the game.
So motivation's obviously there for you guys as you head into this upcoming season. I mean, the team's pretty talented. Along with you, there's some Georgia Southern commits and, righty Ethan Garrett, Jack Myers, Augusta-bound lefty Dawson Jones, some very good 2026s, Drew Abney, Caden Campbell. Give me the pitch on why the Greyhounds are going back to the top in 2024.
I mean, just the way the coaches coach. I mean, the way in the brotherhood, man, the brotherhood is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm so close with all these kids. So close with all the seniors who graduated last year. I'm excited to bring in the upcoming class and become close with them too. They just got to believe.
So I want to get into the hard stuff with you here for a second. Every time you head to the field, we know you've got to have that glove, that bat, those essentials. But what are those 5 things maybe that you can't live without as a player when it comes to hitting the field?
Yeah, so my glove, I mean, I fell in love with my glove once I got it. Like, I got to have that glove. My thumb piece when I hit, I got to have it. I don't wear a sliding mitt. And when I get on the bases, I take off my batting gloves because I just like running just free-handed, and I feel like I have the most agility with it. And then I know this isn't like physical, but mentally, like, it's just I got to have the competition in my brain. Like, I know I got to play against the person in front of me, and I got to have the mentality that I'm going to beat them no matter what.
That's awesome, man. Listen, John, congrats again on the Florida State commitment. I know that's got to take some of the pressure off as you just get to kind of focus on playing the game a little bit this next couple of years. Wishing you happy holidays, man. Truly appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.